What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to the mobile gaming tier list. In today's video, we have 9 new titles to add to the list. So let's go ahead and get started because you guys know if I get to talking, this video is going to drag on forever. So starting this off, we got to do a little bit of tier list maintenance, starting off with Symphogear. Now, if you don't know what happened to Symphogear, this game is being shut down after only 77 days of global live service, ladies and gentlemen. So Symphogear Anime Face Unlimited has got to go way down here to the don't category. So rest in peace to Symphogear Anime Face Unlimited. Other than that, I feel like the tier list is in pretty good shape as far as movement is concerned. So let's go ahead and take it from the top, starting off with Aura Kingdom 2. Now, when it comes to just generic autoplay, auto path, auto combat, auto questing MMOs, I would probably put a game like that in like the D category because those games are a dime a dozen. They're not fun, they're not new, they're not interesting. However, I'm going to take away extra points. And the reason why I'm going to take away extra points is because this game is brought to you by a developer called Xlegend, and Xlegend has been making MMOs since 2002. So you have got to lose more points because you're expected to do better. How you gonna have 18 years of experience and you're still cranking out the same generic, tired MMO mobile tropes that all the other companies are making? Like that just doesn't make any sense. After about 18 years, you better be good at something. And I mean, no. Aura Kingdom, F category, easy pass. Moving on over here to Blade X Lord, ladies and gentlemen. The game with a pretty awful name, I must say. Now, in my opinion, Blade X Lord could really be B, C, and D. It really depends. I think right now, as of today, it's a D. Hear me out. Is the story good? Yes. Are the characters good? Yes. Is the soundtrack good? Yes. When you're actually playing the game, are you having a good time? Yes, yes, and yes. However, let me kind of paint a picture for you today. Today I was playing Blade X Lord. I was able to do about 2 or 3 stages before I didn't have enough power to continue. So now for the rest of the day, the game is just gonna be auto looping on my computer. This is a game where about 97.2% of the time, you're not gonna be playing. You are not going to be playing this game. So I feel like, and this is the reason why I said it could be a C, it could be a B, because even still, there's still more gameplay modes that I don't have unlocked. Chapter 20 unlocks raids. There's still 2 different types of events that are still inactive. There's still guild events. There's still opportunity for this game to have a little bit more to do every day. But as of right now, it's a little bit of story, hit a roadblock, stop, auto loop, minimize it, and go do something else. So 97.2% of the time, you ain't even playing. Come on, game. So that's gonna be a D for now, but you guys know these lists are fluid. It could definitely go up to a C or a B, depending on how good the rest of the content is. Moving on over here to a Bleach Immortal Souls. Now I feel Bleach Immortal Souls is a fantastic side game experience. If you are looking for another game to complement your main game, I really feel like Bleach is a really good shot. Even if you don't know anything about Bleach the anime, I don't either. I've only seen like 5 episodes, so I don't know anything about the IP, and I was still having a good time due to the fact that this game has a ton of quality of life features as well as idle features. So it's a direct contrast to Blade X Lord. Blade X Lord, you have to have it auto looping all day on your computer or on your phone, all day active. The same kind of thing applies to Bleach Immortal Souls, but it's done offline. So when you're ready, you just pop open your phone, you got 12 hours of grinding done no matter what. I like that system way better, and I feel like Blade X Lord could be a lot better game if it instituted an idle feature, but let's move on. So for Bleach, that's gonna be a C for me. Average, it's still not crazy. The combat's not crazy. The character models aren't very, I mean, they're not chibi, but they are pint size. So it's not a perfect game, but I do think it's a fantastic side game experience that's very free to play thus far. So give that one a try. Moving on over here to a Disney Sorcerer's Arena. So in my opinion, Disney Sorcerer's Arena and LEGO have a lot of similarities. They are fragment-based hero collectors. A lot of their gameplay modes are very similar. Disney Sorcerer's Arena probably has a little bit of an advantage because it does have live PvP. If you're gonna play Disney Sorcerer's Arena, go into the game and try to block out all of the cash packages, all right? Because when you log into the game, it's gonna be a $5 package, a $10 package, a $20 package, and they're gonna constantly pop up, pop up, pop up. And I think a lot of people, when they saw that, they immediately got turned off. If you can kind of look past that and enjoy the game for what it is, don't try to rush, just play the game as it is, you're gonna have a better experience. For me, this is gonna be a C. And like I said, the game is very similar to LEGO, but in my opinion, LEGO's presentation and aesthetic and graphic when it comes to the combat just looks way better than Disney. Disney, to me, graphically, it looks like a PC game, right? Hold on, wait, hear me out. It looks like a PC game that could be higher graphic settings, but you have it set on medium. You know that look when you know the graphics can go higher, but you're like, oh man, I'm on medium, right? That's what the game just looks like all the time. So I really wish they just spent a little bit more time to bring those really cool characters alive. I feel like the graphics are kind of holding it back, but other than that, pretty good experience, whether it's Lego or Disney, very good games. So moving on over here to the Game of Thrones strategy RPG. This game, absolute F. That game, let me just paint a picture for you why I think this game is so bad, right? There is an ability in this game called Rock Slide. And maybe I'm spoiled, all right? I've been playing video games for a while. Maybe I'm a little bit spoiled, but I expect an ability called Rock Slide to have rocks sliding, all right? In this game, they didn't even bother to animate the special abilities. So when you cast Rock Slide in this game, the enemies just take damage. Nothing happens. It's like, what? That to me, ultimate laziness. They're just trying to ride the IP, the namesake. But when you look at the game beyond that, the cutscenes don't have sound effects or music. I mean, it's just so many cut corners. And I just feel like maybe they spent their entire budget on getting the license and they didn't have any money left over for actually developing the game. And they thought, all right, let's just launch the game and make some money then and make the game better. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So Game of Thrones for me, that is gonna be an F. So the next one up is going to be Mask for the Dead. Now, normally I give anime-based hero collectors a little bit of a pass because if you love the anime, sometimes you can overlook things. For better or for worse, if you know the anime, you can get a deeper appreciation out of the game. So I don't know anything about Mask for the Dead, but what I do know is that the combat graphics, not good. The special attacks, ultimates, not good. The amount of content in the game, not good. The only thing this game has, story, resource grinds. That's it. So for me, Mask for the Dead, gotta put that at a D, right? Very similar to Black Clover. Like, to me, these games are very, very similar in my mind. When it just comes to, let's just ride our name, let's ride our IP, and let's see what we can get out of people. So for me, that's gonna be a D right there. This next one is going to be Night Agent. This is an action RPG, anime action RPG, with some pretty decent production values for a game that just basically came out of nowhere. This game actually has English dub as well as Japanese dub, and that right there already impresses me. When a game takes the time to have English voice acting and Japanese voice acting, I love it. The action RPG combat's really good, really cool characters, really cool ultimates. I had a really good time for about a week and a half, and then eventually I kind of got tired of it. My experience might not be your experience, and even if it is, getting a week and a half out of a game for free, I think is actually a pretty darn good value. But like I said, give it a try yourself. That's gonna be pretty much just an average game. It's not gonna blow you away, but I definitely know there's probably some people out there that are really gonna take to Night Agent. So that's gonna be a C. Naruto, speaking of games based on animes, and speaking of the fan base giving those games an extra pass that they don't deserve probably, let's talk about Naruto X Boruto Ninja Tribes. All right, first of all, let's talk about how amazing this game is, shall we? It's based on Naruto, one of the best IPs and animes on the planet ever, okay? It has some of the hypest PNGs you ever done seen, all right? It has so many gameplay modes, and don't worry about the fact that all those gameplay modes feel exactly the same. There's tons of them, all right? This is one of the best games ever, I'm telling you. Not to mention, it's brought to you by one of the most revered mobile companies in existence. Who is that? Bandai Namco. This game is terrible. I'm sorry, this game is actually bad. Like, if it wasn't, this is the ultimate test, right? For any of these games, take out the IP, replace it with generic characters. Would you play it? No. Not a single person can honestly tell me that they would play Naruto X Boruto Ninja Tribes if it was just called Blade X Lord. If it was called Blade X Lord and it was the same exact game, you would not be playing it. I would not be playing it. Let's be real with each other, all right? So this game, really bad. I'm tempted to put it at an F, to be honest. I really am, but I'll keep it at a D for right now. So Ninja Tribes is not a good game. I don't see it getting better, but you know, if you want some hot PNGs, I would only recommend you play this game if you have a second monitor. If you don't have a second monitor, don't play this game. You don't want this on your main screen. It's not main screen worthy, all right? But on the second screen, you look over every now and then, you see a Chidori, you see a Rasengan, you know, stuff like that. It might make you a little happy every now and then. You're gonna look over, smile, giggle to yourself, Naruto's cool. That's what I do. So for that, it's okay. But for everything else, as a game, not a good experience. And last but not least, we have Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. Now this game is very, so the game itself is chock full of content, right? A ton of content, overwhelming amount of content. And I don't think I should knock it on having a lot of content just because I'm overwhelmed. What overwhelms me might not overwhelm someone else. Great graphics, a really great and engaged community team. Like on Facebook, on Twitter, they are constantly interacting with people, constantly doing giveaways for free currency, login bonuses, free multi-pulls. Ever since I came back to this game, every single day, I've had free multi-pulls, non-stop, just multi-pull, like so many free tickets. Like, so the game, very free to play, very active, an amazing foundation for an IP, Final Fantasy, and the game continues to get better from a quality of life standpoint. They've recently added auto repeat. They're gonna be adding more refinements to auto repeat very soon, so you can kind of dictate how many materials you farm for and how many stages you clear. They will allow you to customize your auto combat settings a little bit more. So the game is only getting better, and if it continues to do collaborations with very renowned Final Fantasy IPs, the game is gonna get even better than that. So for me, that one's gonna be a high B. A high B. It's like it's right up here. Like a game like these are, in my opinion, are like medium Bs, low Bs. This is a high B, but I don't have another like category. So there you go. That is the updated tier list. Once again, my name is FG3000. Let me know what you feel about the tier list. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it right? Should something move? Should something be added? Let me know all down in the comment section below. My name is FG3000. See you guys in the next video. Gang, gang.